Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Engineering Sparkle, a channel where we unveil the exciting profession engineering. In this channel, we discuss safety and engineering solutions to problems. Today, we are going to look at a very interesting topic, which is I want everybody to listen to for the safety of your life and property. In fact, I'm calling on Emeka, Ikechi, Thomas, Umukoro. All of you should come outside now. Come and listen and learn. Because to be forewarned is to be forearmed. We're going to look at fire outbreak. It's a pathetic story that came to me. A friend of mine gave me this story. And I feel that I must let you people know so that you can learn from that and save yourself from such loss. A friend of mine lost his car. How will you feel in this economic hardship that your vehicle got burnt to ashes under a situation that's avoidable? How will you feel? Listen, let's pick at some learning points from this incident. A friend of mine told me he has finished maintaining his vehicle. He now went to the gas station because he was planning to travel in 2 days' time. He filled his car tank to the brim with fuel. On his way home, that was around after 6, he noticed that the fuel gauge is not functional. He knows that if he filled his fuel tank to the brim, but it was showing on the gauge that the tank is empty. So he decided to go to one of these roadside electricians for them to have a quick fix. On getting there, the electrician said, "Oh, I can do it, it's not a big deal." He asked, "Oga, park your car. Oga, let's bring out the fuel pump." Which he brought it out, did what he wanted to do. The owner of the vehicle was outside, oblivious, ignorant of what the electrician is doing. At the end of his job, he said, "Oga, put on your vehicle." Immediately, the ignition came up. There was a loud bang. Whoa! Fire! Fire! The electrician ran off. And before they could say jackrabbit, because the vehicle, the fuel tank was filled to the brim, the vehicle got out. What is the learning point? What can we do to avert such? I'm not going to discuss it alone. I have here with me in the studio Engineer Donatus Atta, member, Nigeria Society of Engineers. Engineer Donatus, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you, Queen.
You heard the story and you were also opportune to see the video. Yes. What do you think could have been done to avert this unfortunate situation?
Okay, thank you very much. There are many factors involved, many underlying factors in this incident. One that comes out clearly is that this incident took place at a later hour of the day, between 5 and 6 p.m. in the evening. Fire incidents in cars could come up as a result of sparks or as a result of PMS having contact with the exhaust that is heated up. So there are some maintenances on the job that are better done when the car is not heated up. That is to say, when the exhaust or the engine is cool. And also, there are jobs that are better done at early hour of the day to give room for better service delivery, and also management of unforeseen situations. Now, there's likelihood that the electrician was in a haste as he was doing his thing, and then that haste must have led him to do one or two wrong things, a breach of wire, a short circuiting of wire will cause a spark. And a spark in a charged environment where you have petrol in the air can cause the incident. Another one too that's likely is this job involved pulling out the fuel pump from underneath, under the back seat where it was hidden. You remove the back seat, extract it from the top of the tank, and then bring it out, work on the floater and take it back. In the process of bringing it out and inserting it back on the fuel tank, there could be discharge of petrol on the floor of the car. And what you need on top of that exhaust, heated exhaust, is just a drop. So a single drop from that on top of the exhaust will also cause the incident. And then there was fire extinguisher, and the owner of the vehicle tried to arrest the situation, but the fire overwhelmed him. So I know also from the story, there was a filling station across that could have exercised that sense of corporate social responsibility by rolling out their mobile fire extinguisher. If it were, at early hours of the day, I believe maybe the lateness of the incident, the hour the incident occurred, limited the possibility of having response from other people who could be empathic. So the takeaways here: one, this category of job, this category of fault didn't fall into the incidents that are so critical. One can manage that situation for 2 days without going to any mechanic, to any electrician, because the owner of the vehicle knows that he has sufficient fuel in the vehicle. So he could have chosen a time that is more suitable for such job, not late, and then of course, supervision. Someone could have watched what the guy was doing. Maybe if someone spotted any incorrect action from the electrician and stop it, that could also save a situation. So these are some of the things I could say are possible causes of this incident.
Thank you very much, Engineer. You mentioned something about supervision.
Yes.
I suppose when the electrician was doing the job, he was working alone. And in terms of technical job, it is important that you don't work solo. There should be at least 2 persons on a particular job. So maybe if somebody is making a mistake, the other one might see that and correct him.
That's correct.
So learn to plan your job. Like we said in our last video on fire prevention tips, we mentioned that fire can only occur when the fire triangle, the 3 elements of fire, is complete. And to recall, the 3 elements of fire is oxygen, which is abundant in nature, fuel, and heat. Now, the fuel tank was filled up and there was heat, the exhaust was hot. And again, we don't know what the electrician did. Maybe he breached, he short-circuited the cable, the wire, and it sparked, which led to a huge loss. Vehicle just got raised to the ground because of such mistake. What do you think we can do to prevent such?
What we can do to prevent such is making use of all the learnings we've highlighted here. Very, very simple. The owner of the vehicle could have deferred the job to a more convenient time where the vehicle will be left to cool off so that the exhaust will no longer be hot. So then we eliminate the possibility of having a heated exhaust that could be a source of ignition. Also, when its time is favorable, the man handling the job will also work more diligently. He will not be in a haste, you know. So these are some of the things that could be done.
And I also say that we should learn to say no. For instance, if you are tired, if you are doing a task and you are tired and you know you are not capable for that job at that present, your state of mind is not on that job, it will be nice for you to stop it.
That's correct.
Because if the electrician is tired, or maybe it's not in the right frame of mind, and somebody comes, we should not use the long throat, let me use that word, of money to accept something, and at the end of the day we do it wrongly.
That's
so
correct.
If he's tired, they just say, okay, please can you come tomorrow? It would have been a better idea.
That's correct.
Than accepting to take on that responsibility and end up jeopardizing, destroying a property. And he would have lost his life, because the story was that his cloth caught fire and he ran away and extinguished himself. So we should be very careful. We should plan our job when it comes to anything that has to do with fuel and heat. We should be very careful so that it will not result in fire outbreak. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then in the instant of extinguishing the fire, because I know when fire comes out, it is possible for it to be, extinguished.
Put off, yes.
What happened? Do you know what are the things that can be put in place to checkmate such situations? So when internet happens, it can be, arrested at the incipient stage.
Well, thank you for that. There should be engagement, enlightenment, because you can find people who could be empathic, but then they may lack the resources to express that sense of empathy under some situations. There are companies around that have facilities, so they should be also encouraged to make room to exercise corporate social responsibilities when incidents like this happen around them. You should have capacity to respond to issues around you. If you have firefighting equipment, mobile ones you can roll around, if there's any incident around you, you use it to help. With government also, it is good we have fire stations at strategic locations around. We know the times, we know the economic situation, but it's a matter of prioritizing some projects. If we consider it, if we say safety first, then fire prevention falls into what the government should consider as priorities. So if you look around, you find out that we don't have designated fire fighting station facilities for any quick intervention around. you know. So as we develop, as we create infrastructures around, we should also consider such. If such are put in place, then from time to time we engage people, educate the populace on what they could do if incidents like this happen and what should not be done. Appropriate techniques are required for fighting fires. So it's not everybody that even has the awareness, you know. You can't fight electric fire with water, you know. There are designated, like you need carbon, you know, fire,
chemical powder,
powder, carbon, you know,
ECP.
ECP for such. So there should be some kind of awareness. The public should be enlightened. The government should make conscious efforts to put certain infrastructures in place that will help in case of emergency. Then all these filling stations we have here and there and other corporate organizations around, each person, each company should make provision for firefighting, not for their use alone, but also for interventions around them when things like this happen. So when we have such things in place, we'll go a long way to prevent it.
Thank you so much. I hope you've learned a lot today. Let's stay safe out there. Very careful, plan your activities very well, and ensure that you stay safe. And please be empathic. When you find out somebody's having challenge, is having problem, have the mind to help. Not just go there and become an unprofessional media man. Because that's what
Trying to cover the event.
you know, that's what's happening now.
Fire and then
Something will be going wrong.
Sure.
Trying to go and show help or show a sign of concern. Other people will bring their video out and start to video. Let us try to show love. Let us help one another. Let us plan our job. And please, government, see what you can do to have emergency response. Let the fire stations be working. In Warri like this now, as big as Warri, there is no fire station. Let us see, government will call on you, see what you can do to make life safe for everybody. Thank you very much. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please do well to subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it. More educative programs are coming your way. Stay tuned and learn, stay safe. Bye.